Right guys, so in today's video we are reviewing my favourite purchase of the week. It is a long wheelbase BMW 745Le. Cool, so I love cars like this because I love all the little details. Obviously I love BMWs as well, big BMW fan. I've actually got a BMW badge on my wall. It's a 2020 BMW 745Le, which is a long wheelbase car. Designed to be a chauffeur car, I suppose, but it's all the little details on these cars is what makes me feel excited. I get excited about this sort of stuff, and I say it all the time, it's kind of the reason why I started out being a car trader. It's all these little bits of, I just like analysing and picking cars apart and just getting to know what they're about. And this car is obviously, the purpose of it is it's a chauffeur car. So the reason why you'd opt to have a long wheelbase over a normal wheelbase is of course because you have more leg room in the rear of the car. It's in black as well, so it looks proper gangster. It's got diamond cut wheels. It's actually just come from RRT this morning. We've just had the wheels refurbed. It came in as a bit of stock in the week, and I thought I need to get this on my channel. Being 745, you'd think it would be a 4.5 litre V8 or something like that. It's actually not. It's a B58 straight 6 turbocharged engine. Obviously the B58, everyone loves them engines anyway. I think it's proper cool that it's got one of them under the bonnet. It's also a hybrid, so it's got a small electric motor as well. Combined, they make about 390 horsepower, so it's pretty big power. It is a heavy car. I'm not sure exactly what the weight is, but I'm guessing it's in excess of 2 tons. I'll put it on the screen now. So yeah, big heavy car. Now, it's a G11, right? The G11 came out in 2015. They facelifted them, I think, in 2020. This is obviously a facelift. Address the elephant in the room, Calv. The big grills at the front. Obviously, when these grills come out, they also put a similar sort of style on the G80 M3s and M4s. And it was controversial. Everyone was like, me included, I was like, I don't know about that, man. I think it's a bit brave putting them big grills in it. But I must admit, now that you kind of get used to it, you get a bit more familiar with it, it's grown on me a lot, and I feel like the front of that car has got serious presence. The size of the grille, and in fact, the size of the badge, the BMW badge, that's bigger than the usual BMW badge. So big things like that, big character changes, but still retaining that sort of BMW look still. I still feel like that looks like a BMW at the front, but it just looks a bit more bold, a bit more, has a bit more presence. It's got cameras everywhere as well. Literally everywhere you look, you just see cameras. I noticed there's one up on the top of the windscreen there, the mirrors on the front bumper and the front grille. Rear bumper, the exhaust. Are they even exhaust? No, there is actually exhaust in there. That's pretty cool. The plug-in is a plug-in hybrid, so it's got the plug on the side, but obviously it does self-charge as you drive along, so I don't know how often you'll ever plug it in. Not sure how many miles you get out of the electric, but we will have a look at the combined MPG when we jump in shortly. In fact, let's do that now, yeah? Because, like I say, the party piece really with this car is, I mean, it looks cool, it looks gangster, it's black, it looks the part, but the real exciting bit about this car is the inside, specifically the rear of the inside. We'll get to that shortly, all right? So, completely keyless, which is, I think it's cool. So let me just show you this. So as I walked up to the car, then it unlocked. I know this is standard stuff, yeah, but it just seems to work perfectly. And when I walk away, watch. And then walk back. Hold on, get the camera on me now. Let's just show the distance. We're talking about, what are we talking about? A few meters there, yeah? Back to me now. Back to the car even. I know it's silly stuff, but little things like that is just it's so important. Also, quick hashtag key check. I like that key. That's a really nice key, isn't it? Really neat looking key. A lot of BMWs got them keys. Nothing wrong with that at all. I think it's a wicked key. Love that. Also, whilst we're on the subject of entering the vehicle, let me just quickly show you something. It's got soft closed doors, which is, I don't know, it's just more cool. All 4 doors are soft closed, by the way. The rear, it makes like a little squeaking noise on the rubber because the rubber is just super fresh. And just listen to this. I'll put the mic up close so you can hear it, yeah? Fresh. We've actually had the car fully detailed, it's been ceramic coated, so it's looking fresh anyway. In the back, let's have a little look at the boot. Any dead bodies in there? No. It's got the plug for the hybrid. Sunroof as well, which is cool. Inside, let's have a little look on the inside. When you sit in a BMW 7 Series of any era, I remember my dad had one of these when I was a kid. It must have been like a B-Reg or something. It had electric windows in the rear of the car and it had a sunroof. I remember that. I remember thinking, I can undo my window myself with a button in the back of my dad's car. And when you sit in one, they have a feeling, yeah? When you're sat in a car like this, they just feel super premium. I'm pretty sure these are built on the same chassis as a Rolls-Royce Wraith, which I know it ain't no Rolls-Royce, but you know, it's got that classy feeling to it. Inside we've got like almost like an ash gloss wood effect trim on the dash, which is pretty cool. Let's have a little start up, yeah, because I think it's going to sound really good. So on start up, you can tell it's done, yeah, just shy of 50,000 miles, by the way. On start up, you can tell there's a little purr under the bonnet there. It does sound good, but they've obviously quieted it down because of the nature of the car. But it does have like that nice B58 purr to it, which I really like. In the rear, like the size of that door, look at the bloody size of that door. That is a seriously big door. Open that door up, yeah? We're going to talk about specs shortly. In fact, should we do that now? Should we throw a camera up in the window and talk about specs, values? We'll do a car vertical check as well, whilst going through my feeling of being a passenger in the rear of this car. We're also going to go for driving it, but we're going to do today's drive different to the way that we usually do a drive, and I'll explain what we're going to be doing differently shortly. All right, let's get on it. Yeah, we've set up a little light there because it is very dark in here. We've got tinted windows. Obviously the windows in the rear are more tinted than they are in the front, which is great if you're getting driven around. So I'm hoping the lighting's all right. If it's not, well, we'll work with it, man. It's worth it for the benefit of the video. So yeah, the seating, the quality of the seats. What is that material? Is that leather? That's actually leather. It feels like a soft material. So the quality of the leather is really good. It's still got that black ashwood in the rear. I say ashwood, I don't even know if it is ashwood. We're going to have a look at the specs shortly, but it's got that on the back of the seat there. I've put the passenger seat further forward, just standard sort of chauffeur style stuff to, well, not even just to set the scene, to demonstrate the amount of leg room that we've got in here. So I'm about 6'3" tall, and I've got stacks. This is comfy, man. This is wicked. I'm not sure which camera we're going to be making the most of in this section because we've got GoPro over there, got main camera over there. But yeah, it's very, very comfortable. The leather and the white stitching continues in the rear. We've got this big chunky armrest with seat adjustment. We've got heated seats in the rear as well. Got a little cubby hole. Put your bits and bobs in, and it's got a couple of cup holders in the middle there as well. So let's have a little look at, should we do valuations first? Let's do the car vertical check. Let's do the dreaded car vertical check. So a big thank you to Car Vertical for sponsoring this video. If you want to do a car vertical check, I will link them in the description below. Use my code CCD to get 20% off. I always recommend that you do any car you buy. I say it all the time. Two things you really want to do before you go and look at the car is one, a car vertical check, and two, evaluations. Get an idea of what the car values at. Obviously, if you're buying a car from a car dealership and you're going sort of through Auto Trader and stuff, Auto Trader will give you a guide price, whether it's priced correctly on their website. But if you're buying a car privately, you're going into the unknown. You want to do as many background checks as you possibly can. So yeah, Car Vertical are absolutely brilliant, and they'll just do basic history checks to give you a bit more knowledge on the background of your car. So here we go, Bmw 745 2020. The mileage is all good. We spoke about the mileage already, just shy of 50,000 miles. It says there it's got an amber flag on finance. This car came in with finance on it. We've paid the finance off. It's now clear, so that will just become clear in the next few days. But again, you don't want to get caught out. Imagine buying a car, and I've seen it so many times, buying a car and it's got finance on it with the previous owner. They haven't told you, you didn't do your checks on it, and now you're lumbered with a car that you don't actually own because the finance company still own it. So that's really, really important. That alone, that amber flag could cost you your whole car. You could lose your car by not doing your checks. No damage as well. It's got no previous damage. You can see the car on the body is absolutely stunning. It's actually got one owner from new, this car, I think. So yeah, it's a great, it's a lovely example. And then it tells you as well, has the car ever been previously stolen? And in this case, of course, it hasn't. It's got the mileage there as well, just showing how consistent the mileage is over the years that it's been on the road. Manufactured in 2020 September. And if we go down further, you'll see a timeline of events of the car throughout the journey of its life. It was manufactured in January 2020. It looks like they sold it in September 2020, maybe because of lockdown. There's a delay there between when it was manufactured to when it was registered with its first owner. And then from there onwards, it gives you details when it was inspected, MOT'd and stuff like that. So it's all really handy stuff. I will show you an example of a crashed BMW 7 Series on screen. Now, And that is another thing that you would not want to see when doing a car check on Car Vertical. So again, I'll link them in the description below. Use my code CCD to get a discount, okay? Now let's look at valuation. So this is with my platform, EnterReg. EnterReg.com is a car trade only platform, but if you're a private seller and you want to sell your car, go to EnterReg.com, put in your reg and your mileage, and it will link you to your most relevant car dealer that will want to buy your car. So yeah, 49,000 miles, one former keeper. As we scroll down, spec. Before we talk about valuations, let's talk about spec, yeah, because spec is such a cool thing in this car. Here we've got a list of specs. It's got the technology package, which I'll be honest, I don't know what it consists of, yeah? But it's £3,295. It looks like we've got a total of about £10,000 worth of options on this car, 10 grand's worth of options. Rear seat comfort package, maybe that's the armrest, maybe that's the heated seats, I don't know, but either way, that's 3,250 quid. Maybe it's just the super comfy seats. That seat there is actually further forward. It's got big speakers behind the seats as well. All these little things, I love them. I know I've said that so many times in this video. I love all these little details. The premium package, that was £2.5 grand. Premium package, £2.5 grand. It's got the wheels, which we mentioned, 20-inch M-Lite Star Spoke 817M alloy wheels with run flat tyres. They were £1,200, but they suit the car. I think they're a bit of a must. Sun protection glazing, which I've already mentioned. That was £420. That ain't bad to get your car tinted by BMW main dealer at £420. CD player, blimey, someone's actually opted to have a CD player in this car. Did they charge for that? 150 quid. Black sapphire paint, which I think is lovely. And the name of it's called Exclusive Napa Leather, black with black welds. I'm guessing that's the interior trim finishing, because that would kind of make sense. MOT history there as well. It's got all of that on EnterReg, just shows all of the old MOTs. And further down, we've got valuations. Now, we use Cap and Auto Trader on EnterReg. Cap's saying that the retail value of this car is £39,500. Auto Trader is saying, so there's Cap there. Auto Trader is saying it has a retail value of £42,744. Now, generally, in my experience, Auto Trader have a better idea of valuations than Cap. I'm not saying that for definite. This is my opinion on it, my view on it, because Auto Trader, they hold the sale data of every vehicle and pretty much every vehicle in the market, so they know better than anyone what a car's worth to sell. But it's really difficult to put an accurate price on any car, but that gives you an idea what it's worth. And I think for the money, like, what a car for, like, in the region of £40,000. Looks amazing, doesn't it? So I think that's it for that. Is that everything? Something I haven't mentioned is it's an X-Drive, 3 litre inline 6 turbocharged hybrid X-Drive. That's a big name, 745LE. Let's now hit the road. It's got heated steering wheel as well. No way, it's actually got heated steering. Let's hit the road. And what we're going to be doing on the journey is, I'm going to be doing a journey with my cameraman and Ma driving. I just want to see what it feels like from a passenger point of view first. We're going to head into Milton Keynes city centre, set the scene a little bit. We're going to maybe go to a little posh hotel, get in the car, go for a little cruise with me in the back of the car, and then after we've done that, I might have a little drive of it myself before we end the video, all right? So let's go for a passenger ride around Milton Keynes in the long wheelbase 7 Series. This is jokes. People in there must be thinking, what are these two guys doing out there with this BMW 7 Series? Right, you ready, Amar, yeah?
Ready.
Driver Amar. You on it, yeah? On it, mate. On it. Have you driven this car yet? You ain't driven it, have you?
Nah, just around the yard.
Around the yard. This is pure class. The lighting's a lot better now as well, which is good. Oh, it must be currently in electric mode because it's dead silent. Pulling away from the Doubletree Hotel in Milton Keynes next to MK Stadium. Nice posh location, perfect for the BMW 7 Series. Now, in the back of the car, what have we got? Heated, yes, get a heated seat on. Get that heated seat on, definitely. Mate, I could do this, Amar, do you know that? This would suit me doing this all the time.
I reckon we should make this the company car, innit?
What, you running me around, yeah?
Of course.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? What's the average MPG saying on there?
Saying 27.4.
27.4, that ain't bad for a big heavy car that's got nearly 400 brake horsepower. What else have we got going on? We've got a speed bump. That's perfect time to do a little speed bump test. floats over them bumps. This is nice, isn't it? It is peaceful, isn't it?
It is.
So peaceful. So what else we've got going on in the back? Let's have a little look at my, yeah, looking good, Cal. Hair's looking fresh. It was Friday yesterday, so fresh trim Friday. Hashtag free Friday, obviously. Little light there as well. Yes, Cal, on it. What else we've got going on? This is nice, man. How's it feel to drive, Emma?
It feels smooth.
Smooth, isn't it?
Smooth, yeah.
We're just floating down the road, didn't we?
Yeah, this does feel quite nice. You know what, here's an interesting question actually. Say you wanted to chauffeur, yeah?
Yeah.
What's like your top 5 cars that you'd like to be chauffeured in?
Well, that's a very good question. I mean, the first car would be a Rolls Royce of some kind. Like, if you've got the money, you want a Rolls Royce. But top 5 is a Rolls Royce, like a Phantom or a Ghost, a Maybach S-Class. I think that's probably, or potentially the one. A 7 Series is obviously a good car as well. Yep. I also like the V-Classes, like the van Mercedes.
Oh yeah, I've seen those, yeah.
Like the sliding doors, sometimes in the back of them they're kitted out proper nice, aren't they? So that's a good shout of car as well.
How about like an SUV?
Yeah, like a Cullinan or something would be cool, but I'd love to drive a Cullinan. I think this is the other thing as well, like I was considering if I was being chauffeur driven, like being a petrol head, I don't know if I'd ever want to be chauffeur driven. I suppose if you're going out on a night out, it's cool to be chauffeur driven, but some of these like seriously wealthy people are just getting driven around from A to B. They're going to the gym with a chauffeur, they're going to work with a chauffeur, they're doing their general day-to-day travels with a chauffeur. I don't know if I'd like that. I quite like jumping in the driver's seat of a car.
I think we've had this discussion before.
We actually have, haven't we?
Yeah. I think maybe like for you, like on Monday to Friday, you prefer for me to maybe drive for you. But on the weekend, I think I know that you like to drive as well, right? Yeah. I mean, you're a big car guy anyway, so. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it would be cool to have a driver. It would be.
I mean,
I could get used to this.
Why not, anyway?
Anyway, on that note, I want to have a little drive of it. So we'll pull over. I'll jump in, and then I'll see what I feel about the driving 7 Series. Yeah. Cool. That's it. You're comfy in the back of my, yeah? Getting chauffeur driven by the boss, yeah?
Makes a change, man.
That's true. You're always driving me around. Yeah, we do a lot of running around, don't we? It makes quite a cool noise when you press the start button. So it's starting up again in electric mode, isn't it? So it's not making no noise whatsoever. Put the keys down there. Get the heated seat on as well. It's got the BMW Ioniq fragrance set up as well, so you can change the fragrances in the glove box, I think, which is pretty cool. Very similar to my M5 actually. You didn't see my M5, did you?
No.
Yeah, it's
the green one?
No, that was an M6, M5 F90. The interior is very similar. In fact, heated steering wheel as well, same as the M5. But this whole control panel here for the heating and heated seats and all that, it's identical to the M5. So I'm super familiar with all of this. It even feels quite similar. The M5 was quite a big car. I know it's a 5 Series, this is a 7 Series, but that felt like a big car. I'm interested to see what it performs like. I want to feel the power, man. Have a little feel. It's X-Drive as well. Oh my God. It moves, isn't it? That is definitely quicker than I expected it was going to be. I mean, that's where hybrids shock you a little bit because, I don't know, in your mind you think its purpose is economy, so you don't think it's going to be very quick. But in fact, it doubles up as an economic high performance car because you've got the power as well. You've got 2 motors. You've got a big bloody B58 and got the electric motor. It's instant power. That is jokes. Love it. I literally love this car. I could actually daily drive this. This is my kind of car.
I'd say this is my kind of car too. And I've told you before, I've never really been a fan of like big saloons. But this is. I think when you're getting a bit older, with the family, this is quite nice.
This is nice. I know it's like its purpose is a chauffeur car, but I could happily run around in this. This is nice. Yeah, I'm impressed. What way is it? Straight up here, Mark?
Straight up, yeah.
No, AMG. Yeah. I was looking at them last night. You can get one of them now for about 45 grand. That's a different car altogether. But anyway, I think that's it. We're going to wrap it up, leave it as that. I've had a little drive, very, very brief drive. It's got Harman Kardon as well, which is cool. There's so many little features that we could have spoke about that I've probably not spoken about. But all in all, I am super impressed with this car. I love it, man. This is my kind of car. I love these cars. I love these big, fat German, I was going to say petrol guzzlers, but it ain't really a petrol guzzler. It's got everything else going for it, as well as the fact that it's doing almost 30 miles per gallon. So yeah, it's a good all-rounder, but it is a chauffeur car. So it has my approval either way. RS3 there. Nice, Nardo Grey. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you like this video. I will link Car Vertical in the description below. Don't forget to use my code CCD to get 20% off your car checks. I'll also link Enter Reg in the description below. If you want to sell your car, or if you're a car trader, you want to get a free website, head over to enterreg.com, and that's it. Hit like if you like this video, hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.